everybody, it's Christine. What I'm doing today is I am going to work my darndest to kill this kit. And I say kit, it's a collection. So it is the Simple Stories Vintage, Simple Vintage Lemon Twist. This is a gorgeous kit. I have used it, I'm going to say at least on 6 layouts maybe, I think, if not more. Really, really enjoy it. Now that being said, I really just have, I don't have much left. I only have, this did not come in a kit, by the way. This was a piece of cardstock I dug out of my stash. All I have left is this little piece of paper here that I cut some words out of it. This little handful of scraps and this one full-size sheet here. I just couldn't bear to cut it. And now I'm not really sure, I'm not sure about this at this point, but I really don't want to cut it, but I have to cut it because you got to use it. So that being said, on the back side of it are all these little journaling cards. So I'm going to try to figure out something. And what I'm going to do is I have, and on my sticker sheet, I've actually done a pretty darn good job with my sticker sheet. So I'm hopeful I can use all these. I don't know. I don't know if I can get all of these. But, and then even on these puppies, I have consolidated all the little puppies onto a single sheet. All the ones I've already used them. This is the only ones I haven't used. Now, the bad thing about it is I basically have these kind of large title ones, and I don't want to waste them just randomly sticking them on a page. So I've got to really think about this. I'm not really sure. That being said, I also have this picture of my daughter. She just looks so pretty. Who knows? I think she just sent it to me. She's proud of her makeup or something like that. And what I kind of had in my head was something like this. So this is Scrap Temple. If I'm 100% honest, it's not in English. So there's no telling what it actually, I'm sure it's Scrap something. I don't know what the temple piece is. But anyway, it's on Instagram. And what I liked about it was all the little, words were cut out around this photo. So I'm thinking I can somehow use, because there's still a lot of these little horizontal word stickers. I'm thinking I can somehow use that. And I can use that Sweet Life. I think I can make it work similarly. So that's what I'm going to work on. What I am going to do is put this on fast forward because I talk entirely too much and my hands move around and all the things. I think I'm going to use this as the base just because it's pretty and it goes. And I pulled it out. I had to dig it out. So I like it. Okay, so I'm going to get started. I'm going to use up everything I can. When I get done, whatever's left over is going into my little color stash stuff. So, y'all wish me luck, and let's get started. Okay, guys, here we go. To be honest, this layout obviously it's not that complicated in some sense. So, I start off, though, I want to mat the photo. And I've just, like I said before, I've only got these little bitty scraps. So I set aside anything that just obviously cannot be a photo mat. It's just too little. So I'm looking at the different, I have basically 3 sheets. I may end up with 4. I think I flipped one over or something. And I'm like, okay, how can I mat these? Now that black and white there, I decided, okay, I'm just going to cover up those. There was actually 3 little words on that. And if you're on my Instagram, I don't know if I've posted it yet, but it said something like, be sweet to yourself or something. And I just cut out the words. And I was kind of proud of myself for being smart enough just to cut out the words and not mess up the whole sheet of paper. But anyway, I decided I'm going to mat the photo there first. Then I had this green, this little light green. Then I actually come in and I'm making, honestly, and I should tell you, they're skinny little mats. Just skinny little mats. Mostly just for the, a little bit of color, a little bit of just the contrast or whatever. And even on these ones here, I've got this really odd angles and stuff. So I'm just sticking the photo wherever I can fit a mat. And then I'm going to trim just skinny little mats. So again, I still end up with these little scraps of papers at the end. But I was pretty pleased with this, how I was able to use up a number of these on my little photo mats here. And I have to trim these off. And I think I have one more. What am I feel like I have one more sheet here that I'm going to mat that picture. I could be wrong. Because this was yesterday I did this layout. Now here's where, this is one of my favorite sheets of this collection. It's just so pretty, it's hard to cut. So I decided I'm going to gut it. Here I am sitting here telling you guys I want to use up every sheet of paper. And I still had to gut this thing. I don't know. I really, at the end of this, I'll show you. I don't have much left. but I think I can squeeze one more layout out of it. We'll see. I'll show y'all at the end what I have left over. So I still got that darn piece of paper because I just can't hardly bear to cover it up. It's too pretty. And then I realized, oh, Christine, you have to trim your cardstock just a little bit to go onto your mat there. I think the contrast on that's just really pretty, though. I was pretty lucky. I went into my stash on that cardstock, and I found that green. You know, really, it can be hard to match cardstock. That's why, honestly, I'm usually pretty pleased when a little collection or something comes with cardstock. That's usually a curated collection. You know, it's not like you go and you say, oh, I'm going to buy the Simple Stories Vintage and there's random pieces of solid cardstock in there. They might have a piece of pattern paper where the back has a solid or something, but not just, you know, your plain cardstocks. So I do like the curated kits when they send you the matching cardstock. That being said, I do have tons and tons of cardstock, and I really need to try to figure out a way to use them anyway. So I was pleased I was able to pull this piece of cardstock out. I'd actually pulled out two because I have another layout that I did yesterday using another sheet of the same cardstock, and the same collection. So I was really trying to kill this collection. It's so pretty, and it's just been sitting in my stash, and I need to get it done. So I've used my double-sided tape. Sometimes I'm smart enough, and I realize I need to put that down and not stick it wrong and crooked and all that kind of stuff. So I was pleased there. So now I've got my photo. Now here's where I'm going to start just sticking my, I did decide this was going to be basically the title / header, because it does have basically the little sweet life, and it does look like a little, you know, header. So I thought, okay, this is going to look pretty on this picture. So here's where I start taking initially, I need these word stickers, or word phrase rather, and I'm going to use these to kind of come down the side. And this is a really good start for me. It definitely helps me kind of get a sense of where I want things to go. Although in all fairness, I do end up building out around the photo, perhaps even just a tad more than the inspiration piece, but I actually like it, so it's okay. So I'm kind of putting these here. I don't stick them real hard though, because I have a sense I'm going to end up moving them, and I was right. Some of them have to get moved because then I come in with these little, I guess those are ticket looking things. They're color, you know, a solid color with a little word at the bottom. They're just little tickets. And my whole point, what I'm trying to do is just fill in the space visually without being odd. I mean, so they're not exactly aligned, but they're kind of aligned. So just creating little visual continuity, I guess is the right word for that. And then I go, okay, I have a couple of more little word things. They're not exactly the same kind of horizontal words, but they have, you know, they're also horizontal in their words. So I'm kind of figuring out where I want to put those. And then I see these two stickers that look almost like they might have been a title if you wanted them to be. This one's like add zest to your life. And then the other nice kind of big word phrase one says something like, and I'm not looking at the layout, but it's something about gratitude and, you know, sweeten your life with gratitude or something. But it's a little bit big, so I need to kind of put that in there. I kind of like these. Again, all the stickers, generally speaking now, have some kind of words on them. And I kind of think this is a neat concept. Again, I think the inspiration piece also had a lot of words, so it's not like it's that unique, but at the same time, I was kind of proud of this. Now, here's where I got this little, again, I'm pulling all these. I'm like, I am bound and determined I'm going to use all these darn stickers. And I actually do end up using every sticker on this layout, with the exception of one little tag. And I almost tried to use it, and you'll see me kind of play with it in a minute, but it didn't look right. So I end up not using him. He doesn't get used. It's that one in the upper left corner. You may have seen it just a second ago. It's kind of fast in the upper left corner. But I'm pretty pleased here. And now I'm on the puffy stickers, okay? And again, I'm bound and determined to use these things. So I'm pulling out lemons, and I'm pulling out butterflies, and I end up pulling out the hearts. And I'm just like, I'm pulling every friggin' sticker. I'm going to try to get them all used. I actually, spoiler alert, I don't actually use 100%. But I do, of the puffies. But I pretty much do on the other sticker sheet. And again, I'll show you at the end. So, but I like the way the puffy creates dimension amongst the flat stickers. It's pretty neat. And I was able to also layer some of the hearts, the puffy hearts, over the top of things. And again, I just like that contrast between the flat and the puffy. And then I'm filling in the little gaps. At the end of the day, this layout doesn't actually take me that long. I think overall it took me maybe, I don't know, 20, 25 minutes or something like that. So I was actually pretty pleased I was able to get this thing put together. I will add some other things too. This is where I'm looking at that tag. I'm like, okay, maybe I can put it up here. Because I think even in the inspiration piece, there was like a little element up there. But I didn't like that because I felt like it was taking away the visual resting space. So the left side of the layout is just so busy with all the stickers and stuff, which of course is by design, it's on purpose. But you still need a little bit of resting place for your eye. And I wanted that to be on that right-hand side. So that's pretty much why I decided not to put that tag there. Like I said, I may still find one place to, honestly, at the end of the day, I could make a card out of this collection if I wanted to. I don't have to get a whole nother layout. I could just make a card, but I might try to get a layout. We'll see. I'll show you, like I said, what I have left over. So I'm kind of going through these. There's still these little hearts, right? I'm like, I'm going to use these darn hearts. I mean, hearts are, you can use hearts anywhere, right? You can put them anywhere. So I'm like, I can put these things anywhere. And I'm just figuring out where can I layer it? Where can I, where can they live? And I get a little bit concerned that I'm going a little too far to the right with those stickers, but it's okay. And so then I decide, okay, I'm pretty close to done with placing all these random stickers. I do want to go and pop this photo up. So I pull out my foam, what's that called? Fun foam. This is not the one with the adhesive on both sides, or one side, which makes me sad. Again, I think I mentioned before, I have a huge stack that doesn't have the adhesive because I bought it by mistake. But it is what it is, so I'm just going to use it anyway. I do need to kind of fill in behind the sticker, the little Sweet Life header sticker, because I don't want it to be unsupported. Now, these ones, I did pull out ones with the little, the single side adhesive here. And I'm just going to fill in the little bit of gaps here. Again, at the end of the day, this layout didn't take me that long. And I would say that if you have a big old sticker sheet and all you have left is a couple scraps or even just one sheet of paper, this is actually a pretty good way to use them up. And again, because they're all in the same collection, the colors all look good. It's a little bit random, but it's okay because they do still all kind of go together. And then I did still have these 4 little photo corners over there. And at first I didn't know what I was going to do. And then I thought, because normally on cardstock like this, I either ink the edge or you doodle the edge or something. I hadn't really decided what I wanted to do. Obviously, I wasn't going to ink it because I'd already laid it down. I don't want to mess it up. So I thought, I can put those in there, and that kind of encloses the layout. And y'all, I'm, like I said, bound and determined. I'm going to use up all these stickers. Now I'm showing you, look, I used all the stickers except the one tag. So I have to set it to the side because I still hadn't figured out if I'm going to do anything with it. And I'm looking one more time at this puffy sticker, and I don't think I'm doing anything else with it, y'all. I went over and I got me some Kaiser Craft pearls, the little pearls. Again, on a mission to use those guys up. I'm doing a really good job hitting my stash. I'm just telling you. I decided to fill in just a few little gaps with these little pearls. Give it a little shimmer, a little shine. Just to give it a little bit of, I don't know. Again, just kind of filling in the space a little bit with a little shimmer and a little shine. And I almost decided to myself too. I thought I'm going to use this whole sheet, but no, I don't end up actually using the whole sheet because I go that was just a little much. The big ones I think were just too big, so I decided not to use those big ones on that right hand row there. And I put in, I think it's 5 clusters of these little guys, just kind of zigzagging throughout the stickers to, again, your eye to kind of follow and everything. I'm really pleased too because the picture is pretty simple. Just her face. It doesn't, I think, take away. Here's where I slow it down so you can kind of see all the various little dimensions and the stickers. I really actually like how this turned out, and it didn't take me that long at the end of the day. So again, I encourage you to try that if you have stickers. Here's what I'm going to show you what I have left of this kit. I literally just have that little gutted center, and then I have those puffy stickers, and then these scraps. And again, y'all, I may run in there and try to make one more layout. Is that crazy? I don't know. Y'all tell me, is that crazy? Here are the close-ups. Thanks for joining me. This was a quick one, and not gonna lie, that's kind of cool. So y'all have a wonderful day, and we'll talk soon. Bye.